where do you see female involvement in legal practice? You know, growing up, law was very much, you know, an old boys club and dominated by men in the field. Would you encourage them to stay? And what do you say about female participation in the years to come?
You know, unfortunately, well, let's look at it this way. For litigation, there are a number of factors that militate against females. If you do active litigation in which involves you traveling, you know, the male counterparties find it a bit easier and it's a bit more convenient for him to do that, because you have a case somewhere outside of Lagos, you know, you're probably going to be staying in a hotel that you're not sure of, you know, you're going to be in an environment where you probably know no one, you're just booking your hotel, getting car hire and things like that. So those kind of things could be daunting for female, and therefore some institutions, and I would say that we, for instance, didn't send female lawyers to go do cases outside Lagos in remote parts. I mean, we would do in a place like Abuja because we know they get a comfortable hotel. There's transportation, but we won't send them to some other places. So in that regard, their male counterpart is probably doing more of that kind of work. That has affected a lot of women for litigation. For non-litigation work, I think it's fairly even. I mean, the opportunities are equal. And that probably, this question probably explains why now you tend to have more female judges than you have males, because the woman who is interested in a sound family structure wants a regular job. I go in at 5, I go in at 8 or 9, I know by 6 or something. Yes. I'm back home with my family. I can still put my kids to bed before for school the next day, and so on and so forth. If I'm in active litigation in which tomorrow I have to go to Uyo, then from Uyo I'm asked to go to Asaba, then I come back, I'm in Lagos for a couple of days, then I have to go off to Kano. It's not you know,
as feasible.
It's unsettling. So generally, I think that is a challenge that women face. But by and large, I think if you take that out, I think the opportunities are fairly equal.
I can imagine that completely. I think also for female, especially if you're married, the support of your husband is very important in making business decisions. And if you're unmarried, your parents, the way they encourage you, because some parents will say you just can't go there, you know. So I think that's all important, you know. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom, and thank you for sharing it with us today. Thank you for sharing your experiences, and I hopefully teaching young lawyers how to stay in the game and get to the top of the ladder just as you have.
Well, thank you very much. So, like I said, it's a pleasure doing this, talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.